I'll show you where my Catwoman gets its riddlers.
How's it going, everybody? ZoinkMeister Patrick here, joined today by Adam of ZoinkMeister.
How are you?
And today we are doing a demo reel episode for Batman Arkham City on the Xbox 360.
Fantastic game.
It's been a little while since we've done this. This is a 15-minute demo, so at most this should take me 15 minutes. But with any luck, it will not. There's other things you can do, like look at a 3D model of Batman. If you needed to do that.
Look at that crotch action.
You can freely move it around. Yeah, you can zoom in even on his face and be like, ooh, so cool. So cool, but you can't like zoom in anywhere. Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, it's legitimately underwear on the outside.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it is for the other games.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like armor that's just like gray with like still giant bulge.
Tell me more. You can see like the armor there. But anyway, this game's really cool. It was really famous once upon a time, and I think even today people still know about it.
Yes, fantastically regarded as the greatest superhero game of all time.
Yes.
And then we just looked it up. Well, because I always like to look up the dates. This game currently on Metacritic holds a 91%.
That's pretty crazy.
That is outstandingly high. 9 out of 10 on Steam, 9.5 by IGN. This is a really good game. In fact, I love this game, Peggy.
I'm going to turn up the brightness a little bit. But otherwise, I don't remember if there's anything else I used to do for this. I don't think so.
Real quick, I'm going to hit you with that Google overview. Batman Arkham City is a 2011 action-adventure game developed by Rocksteady Studios, published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, based on the DC comic superhero of the same name.
Oh yeah, that was something crazy. You could play this game in 3D if you had a 3D television.
Yeah, back when Sony tried to really sell that.
Yeah.
Like at the brand of televisions of like 3D technology.
Let's start this demo out.
Yeah, it's the sequel to Arkham Asylum from 2009. Everyone universally loved it. Greatest superhero game of all time until Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 came out. And
this is actually a really good example of one of those sequels that did well.
Really well.
Yeah. Not every sequel is good. Probably a lot of them are bad. But this one is actually definitely one of the better ones.
Alfred, I took an encryption key from a Tiger Guard. I'm going to hack into their communications.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, there's the 15-minute timer. I'm trying to remember.
Now, the twin thumbsticks.
Yes. There we go. Then you have to hold. Yeah.
Batman technology is ridiculous.
Units, this is Air Tiger 4. We have confirmation that prisoner 4011 is in the courthouse.
Ah.
I repeat, Catwoman is in the courthouse.
4011.
Affirmative.
You think that's like a what's it called? Like a special thing? Like 0411? You think that's like April 4th?
Reference to like a
April 4th?
April 11th?
Or sorry, April 11th, sorry? Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh no.
No, it does not. Mr. Dent's predilection for all things
Oh,
binary
Mr.
may not
Dent.
bode well for Miss Kyle.
I
If
like
there's one person in
Alfred
Arkham
in this game.
City who knows what's really going on, it's her.
It's Alfred.
Yeah, Alfred in this game is pretty great. Batman in this game is pretty great. This is
Catwoman now.
one of my favorite Batman stories in existence. Like I like
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, I like the Arkham series better than the Dark Knight series. Like that's how I feel about this game.
It's really good. Like really, really good. Batman's queer.
No. Whoa.
Whoa. That's not
no,
wrong.
That's no.
What do you mean?
It's cool. It's just not. I don't know if it's true.
It's cool.
I mean,
No, he's straight.
I do not remember.
He has like
Any of the
children
controls in this
and like
game.
he has like various amounts of heterosexual sex.
How do I? I don't remember any of the controls. I was just looking at them, but I was like, oh, they'll tell them to me. I'm sure.
No, you got to do the flow. You counter with
There we
triangle,
go.
right? Or sorry,
Yes. I just
Y.
couldn't remember what the counter button
We're on
was.
360. We're on 360.
Special combat takedown. Yeah, this was this game revolutionized combat in video games because it was before this was like Assassin's Creed 2 combat, which is so slow.
It's so slow. Like
just-
it's basically, what do they call this? Flow combat?
Yeah.
Yes. They even call it like flow motion or something specifically.
Because yeah, before this game, it used to be that you would
Which is that B, the cape throw?
yes, cape is B.
And that's just the stun to set up the.
Yeah. So yeah, before this game with Assassin's Creed 2, what you do is just stand there and wait for someone to attack you, and then you press the counter button, and that was it. This was the first game where like you could combat and counter in like one move, whatever. It was a big deal.
Yeah. Also, transversal mechanics were like really cool, gliding and like
Yes.
zip
Oh,
lining around.
Yeah, this is like what Assassin's Creed should have been, sort of thing.
What they want it to be.
Right.
But they kept saying, "Oh, we can't because of technology," and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Move over, boyo."
Yeah, this game came out. And the story's great. Like everything about this game is great.
Yeah.
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect. Fear. That's how we get respect. Show them all that we do things. We should be fair, though. This is a place of justice, after all. Screw justice.
How do you think the henchmen feel watching this from the outside? Like, they're just like, oh, he's doing it again.
Yeah, I think they're fans. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think they're fans. I think they're just paid well.
Maybe.
You
Maybe.
certainly know how to keep a girl hanging, huh?
Well, part of the plot is
Laugh,
that we're in a
laugh,
city
laugh.
where everyone's a criminal, right?
Yeah, so, okay, so the Arkham City... Oh, God.
Well, we'll wait for the cutscene.
Hitting
then.
women
We'll
is
let them
never
talk.
cool.
Steals from us.
I mean, hitting anyone's never really cool.
I'm
Boxing's a
sorry,
sport, Patrick.
Bad kitty. Untie
It is?
me, and
Yeah.
I'll make it up to you.
But women's boxing, I feel like, would be fine. There's a women's MMA.
There is women's MMA, and that is cool, too. But a man hitting a woman, that's, like, against the rules.
I mean, I don't
Because of,
know.
you know, difference in biology, muscle structure, muscle density, bone density,
Probably
height,
not cool if women hit men either. I
average
don't think
weight. Yeah, same
People should
one.
be hitting people unless
No.
this is a weird consensualness. But anyway, trying to remember the controls as I was kind of hoping. There we go.
Yeah, so if you scramble
There
with the
we
D-pad,
go.
yeah, it
That's
should
what it
show
is.
your whole
yeah,
thing.
I like the batarang.
And then there's lock-ons with the L2, unless you have the remote control battering. Then it lets you drive it like a
Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. All right. If I
Taking out the thug with the gun is the key.
the thug with the
The
gun.
rest of the room won't be a problem.
What if it showed you just slit his throat, like
Yeah.
with your claws on your like gauntlets?
so yeah, a lot of this game was just like Assassin's Creed but done better.
It was much better because Assassin's Creed is not fluent at all.
No.
Like it didn't get fluent until Brotherhood and only during combat. Like
Yes.
assassinations still aren't fluent in
No.
Assassin's Creed.
We will own this town. We will.
Hiya.
Gotcha, boys.
Our friend Batman.
Okay, so double A is avoid.
Yeah, trying to remember the controls here still. Ow.
He really gave you the business.
It's hard to. Yeah. It's
Boom.
not. It's not difficult. It's just a matter of like remembering it.
Yeah, so Arkham City is basically the governor is like, you know what if we just, instead of having a prison, we just like have a whole city.
Okay,
And
press
we'll
the
like
button, bud.
we'll sanction off this part of the city and make it into like a prison world. That way they can live the way they want.
yeah.
And essentially it seems to have worked.
Come on.
Why does Batman go back into it again?
I think because like there's rumors that Joker is back or something like that. I don't remember what it is.
No, because he dies.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Oh, you can't dodge it no matter
Yeah,
what.
Even if you're in the middle of a dodge. It's pretty funny. Um,
And that bullet, I believe, stays in your armor for the rest of the game.
yeah, because the whole
Yeah.
game takes place in one night.
Yeah,
so.
every single of all four games
Which one lets me out
take
of
place in
here?
one
Four?
night. Yeah.
Are we talking counting like Black Wallet or whatever it's called?
No, Asylum, City, Origins, and
I forgot
Night.
about
Day of
Origins.
Yeah, it's-
execution.
Origins is done by someone else.
Yeah.
So
That's why I
it
forgot.
legitimately isn't in the trilogy. Oh, she cut the good side of his face.
Yeah.
Shame.
This also has like a lot of comic book accuracy. Like not like the storyline is from a comic book.
Like she really does wear that.
Yeah, like
And
otherwise
she really is sexy.
there are a lot of like character accuracy and like
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
character like
And I thought it was
model
cats who
accuracy and
had
stuff like
9
that.
lives.
Look at him just picking him up with like, oh my goodness, Batman, why?
every single scene.
Oh, she's fantastic. That's the marvelous Selena Kyle.
No. That's
Gut
not
kick.
okay either.
To Kitty.
I mean,
Upside down gut
he
kick?
deserved it, but like still.
Upside down gut kick.
He did hit her first.
Anyone ever tell you that you're full of
You know what they say about an eye for an eye?
Figured you could
Is
use
it gets
my
an upside
help,
down
Selena.
gut kick?
You're
Yeah.
right.
Well, the
Think
second
I
eye.
chipped a nail back there.
I mean, yeah, I'm a cat. Wow, actually, when I did her impression of her voice, it felt kind of catty to me. So there you go.
I don't like the way you said that. I thought you were gonna say like, you know, when I did that impression of her voice, it felt right.
No, I was like,
like, you know what? I think.
Strange.
okay.
I
When
wanna
he
be a
said, "What
cat."
about Strange?"
Oh, because Hugo Strange.
How many people out there thought Doctor Strange though? Which is also a doctor, isn't Hugo Strange also a doctor?
Yeah.
Working with Joker. Planning something
Doctor
very
Strange.
special just for you. Maybe that's Protocol 10.
Yeah, wasn't
I don't.
he was arrested, right?
He dies in the first game.
No. Batman was arrested.
In
This game,
Night.
isn't that how you end up here?
No, I think it's Night.
The
Look, he's gonna get sniped. Wait, Joker's still alive in this game? So is it this one he dies? I can't remember.
Right. I think that's the whole reason why we're here. I don't know. They're probably explaining it right
This
now.
place is dangerous. I like it. You expecting a kiss?
It was Joker. You're not safe here. No one is.
Joker's a bad boy.
Rhymes, remember?
She like lightly whips him right in the buns.
Yeah, so if you look on
Interrogate the Joker.
if you look on Batman's shoulder, you can see the like bullet mark.
Yeah.
So this is a cool thing that they did. So I feel like the Batman games were probably like the only thing better than them at combat might have been like Middle Earth, which was different, but I like them a little bit better.
Shadow of Mordor for you that aren't familiar with the whole franchise.
Yeah, or Shadow of War. I mean, I didn't really play much of that game, but
I hear that the Nemesis system was better, but everything else wasn't.
I could believe it.
Will lead me to the shooter.
Yeah, this is like
Like,
crazy
look at,
Batman
this is
technology.
exactly what Batman would do too. Not like Christopher Nolan's Batman, where like he took a Gatling gun and like put 4 different bullets and then shot
Right.
the wall and then recreated what the thumbprint would look like so he
Yeah.
can get a fingerprint ID. That was ridiculous. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Dark Knight.
I am a
stuff,
big
but
fan of the Dark Knight, just the Dark Knight movie, not Batman Begins or Rise of the Planet of the Batman or whatever the third one's called. Batman Rising
I don't know.
Revengeance.
I honestly, Batman Rise of the
Dark Knight Rising.
Dark Knight. Is that what it's called?
Something like that. I don't know. It's very forgettable. The one with Bane, where they made Bane German, even though he's Salvadorian or something. Yeah, Dark Knight is one of the greatest films of all time.
He's harmless,
I'm sorry.
He's kicking their grasses.
but do not engage. We have special plans.
Special combo takedown?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There we go. I'm good. There's a double combat takedown. Which
Really,
is cool.
what's it called? If I ever got beat up by Batman just once doing crime, that would literally put me off of it forever. Because look at this.
It doesn't look like.
Could you imagine a 6 foot tall,
Boom.
200? No, he's 400 pounds. So I'm actually a Batman guy, like a really big Batman guy. I have like what?
Remember the speed grapple?
6? Oh yeah, it's in this game, right?
So cool. Yeah, you can't get it in the demo, but like that's why I wanted to bring it up. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's really cool.
But it basically, instead of just getting you on top of the building, it launches you past it.
Yeah.
And it makes it
It's
like you.
really difficult to get in this game though.
Oh yeah, you have to like
You
do this.
start with it and all the other ones, but in this one it's so hard.
Yeah, you get a stupid what's it called? It's a trial event.
Yeah.
It's a gliding event, but it's like really precise. It's really dumb. Anyways, yeah, Batman is canonically, I think, 6'2", and he weighs 200 pounds, but his suit weighs like 210 pounds.
Yeah.
So every time he lands on you, that's 400 pounds, not counting like the inertia or momentum of like, added physics to like make it worse. But every time, like, that is 400 pounds of man punch right there, Like he's over here doing like elegant acrobatic double flips, like.
Oh, it's
with
insane
400.
like how light he looks.
It looks like Harley.
I think canonically he can bench like, I think it's like he can bench 1,000 and like leg press like 2,000.
Sounds about right.
He's like he's like, I don't know, one of the smartest natural humans in the DC universe.
I think we kind of talked about it during our Resident Evil playthrough. I don't know when this is going up compared to that. Probably this is going up first, I imagine. But I was talking about like, what if Superman was standing outside a store and the store owner wanted him to like move along because of loitering, and he said no. It's like, what if they called Batman and Batman was like, seriously, like I have more important things to do right now than making
Superman won't leave.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this because you have to counter it, and if you don't, it's pretty funny. It's funny either way, though. Honestly,
That's basically exactly how that would have went.
Or these people all get a bullet in their heads.
I think you should
Bullet in your butt.
It would be a shame to get blood all over my nice new outfit. What do you think,
It's impossible to look at her from the front. It is such a weird part about this one scene. She walks around you this direction.
So this game did the
you have to
Harley
look at her
Quinn,
back.
like the blonde exposed hat Harley Quinn with like red and blue before everyone else tried to
yeah,
copy it.
this was the first blonde Harley Quinn
Yeah.
that I remember.
And this becomes like the new Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Did you know Harley Quinn is
She's annoying, though, in this game. She's real annoying.
I mean, so is she in everything else.
Oh, snap. Hot takes over here.
Hot takes.
But no, she's like aggressively stupid in this one.
Look at that slim, thick butt.
Which is my least favorite part about her as a character is that she's supposed to be like intelligent. She has a doctorate and all that.
Oh yeah, no, she's like really smart. She's crazy. She suffers from psychosis as well.
No, she's so dumb in this game.
Minor psychosis.
She's so dumb.
She's not entirely crazy.
She's so dumb.
She has like Stockholm syndrome or something.
Take them off silently, one by one.
I'm Batman.
Don't you move, Batman. Just stay there and this will all end okay.
Drop a smoke pellet
You
and
can,
show them.
if you stand here long enough, they eventually shoot you.
Left us alone with Batman.
Yeah, I'm gonna like let them talk for a little bit because it's pretty funny. They basically convince themselves to start shooting. Hold up.
I mean, it's not like he has a reputation for breaking free of traps and smashing people's faces. Oh no, that's right. That's exactly what he does.
That is what I do.
I said stay calm. I got a gun pointing at his damn head.
I'm Batman.
What's he gonna
Oh, I don't know. Throw a smoke bomb, break your face, swing
Yes.
from the ceiling.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Can't do that, can he?
I thought you said we were in control.
We are. It's just
I did. I mean, there's 4 of us. Just one of him.
This is like the best conversation in this game.
People back at the asylum.
Yeah, hey, reference to the first game.
yeah.
Okay, new plan.
Yeah, so then you have to go. Otherwise, they start shooting anyway.
It disappeared.
They don't know where I am. Good. Let's keep it
Good.
that way.
Yeah.
Time to
Now I can murder them.
plan
Fun
my
fact:
tactics.
Harley Quinn is a relatively new comic book character, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
she was introduced by the TV show, right?
Yeah, Batman Adventures, which many of you, I hope you can throw up like a graphic on screen, or like the pop art or whatever.
Something like that.
That is a.
So watch hold up, real quick.
Man, I'm gonna die in here.
I threw a smoke pellet, disappeared, and then hung him from the ceiling, exactly like he said
Yeah.
I would.
What is he gonna do? Kill my family?
Yeah.
Could you imagine? But anyways, Harley Quinn is a relatively new.
Spider-Bat.
She's like super new
Spider-Bat.
for being so famous. Like super
kill you real hard.
super new for being so famous. Like super new for being so famous. Like Batman is literally like a what 1926?
Yeah, probably somewhere there.
No, it's a pretty early. I don't think it's that early. It may be. Maybe I'm thinking about the Action Comics, but it's she's like relatively new. She came out with the Batman Adventures show from the 90s, which is like one of my favorite Batman interpretations of all time. Currently, my favorite Batman of all time is Batman Beyond.
Stay quiet.
I like Batman Beyond a lot, yeah.
Which, if you don't know which Batman that is, I highly suggest you look it up. What's his name? Terry McGinnis?
Yes.
Yeah, it follows basically a futurist history
Glide to the scaffolding
of
above him without being
Neo
seen.
Gotham City, and it's
Take him down
very
from there.
cool. Because Batman's retired and is his mentor.
Yeah, I'm
And
kind of
it's
half
really
watching
cool,
it.
and like there's so much better gadgets. Like you see that like Terry isn't as good a fighter or as good, but there's so many new gadgets that he can like use technology to fill in the gaps where he like lacks the literally like years and years of experience and skill that Batman had.
Yes.
Really cool.
He basically uses like more technology than Batman, which is like, I mean, part of what makes Batman cool is that he's like dedicated to the craft, but like the other part is the gadgets. Right?
Yeah, it's the gadgets. But I mean like Terry McGinnis like as Batman Beyond has like super strength because of the suit. So it's like a lot of things are really cool. You can actually get a Batman Beyond suit in this game, I believe.
These guys don't have Jesus bubbles. I can stand like really close to them.
What did you call it?
Jesus bubble? We established Jesus bubbles from Fallen Order.
Did
Also,
we?
this guy's really tall or Batman's really short. I honestly don't know which.
Batman's 6'2".
So is that guy.
Here and do all this. Why kill us?
Quinn's only priority is to protect Joker.
I think Superman's like 6'3" or 6'4". They're very large men.
Yeah.
I think Martian Manhunter's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
But then I mean he can like shapeshift to be like whatever size he wants.
That's true. I feel like he's not naturally 7 feet tall. He like just shapeshifts.
Well, it's like because like Shazam is gigantic.
How are we doing on time? I have 4 minutes left. Okay.
Oh shoot.
Let's get the
so-
heck out of here.
Shazam is really tall. And then you have like and Cyborg's pretty tall. And then you have like the regular guys like Hal Jordan and like the Flash.
I'm concentrating real hard right now because I do not want to fail this.
I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind
Okay. I
when you
think
play
it's
this
behind me.
demo.
Yeah, I would like to finish. We're really close to the ending, but I don't remember. Oh, this is the way I have to go. There we go. Okay, cool. We're good.
Joker.
This is basically the end of the demo. I just want to make sure I get to it before.
Oh,
the time
Joker
runs out.
Coon.
Come on. Don't do
You
that
could
to
just
me.
like zip line your way up there, but
I think. Yeah, you have to zip over there.
I mean I saw a little prompt for you
Yeah.
to zip line.
Oh, there's a Riddler trophy.
Yeah,
There.
why don't you grab the Riddler? Why don't you grab
have
yourself
to-
a Pepsi?
Come on. How do you do that?
You can just grab it with your grappling hook. I thought.
Yes, you have to. Hold up. It's I think this one, and then you go there.
Just grab yourself a Pepsi. Yeah, so there's like
Nice.
200 of those, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like a lot.
How do I?
You got the
There we
bio
go.
for the Riddler.
This is basically the end of the demo.
There's nothing after this?
No, it's just I'm gonna stand in one place here. You'll see. This is
Okay.
the end. I just have to click on this. I
Look, it's the Joker with his automated sniper rifle technology.
It looks like it's being controlled remotely by Joker.
Yep.
Joker is also one of the smartest people in the DC universe, but like maniacally crazy.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Or like, who sets up an automated?
Well, look who
Oh.
it is. I haven't seen you for... How long has it been? Let's see. There was an asylum, some monsters... and
Some
all that
whips,
right.
some peanut butter.
For me to die. Now you probably probably don't remember it that way, but who cares? You just need to worry about the bombs.
What bombs?
Hurry up now. Clock's ticking.
There's no bombs.
I cannot tell you how many times I've heard that happen. So if you wait here, yeah, the timer goes off. And you can actually lose if you don't jump out. But we're going to be last second about it, because this is the end of the demo. As soon as I jump out through the window, it's over.
The timer isn't very, like, to speed with, like, the...
We're going to do that.
Yeah.
Boom! Yeah, and that's the end of the demo.
So that's why they call you Big Ben.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, because I really love this demo. I played it a bunch of times, but it's very short.
It's a really good game.
So, is there anything you want to talk about before we go into the 3 questions? Finish up whatever you... Oh, let's watch this real quick.
Is now fully loaded, featuring the Catwoman, Nightwing, and Robin DLC packs. The Arkham City skin and challenge map.
Yes. Yes.
New Harley Quinn's revenge story mission.
Wow, she had black hair. Such a big change.
She's so cool.
City experience.
Batcave security compromised.
God.
Batman, Arkham City.
Yeah, so this game has like upgrades and stuff in it, right? Where you can get like better moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So this wasn't even your whole...
Batman Year One is a good film. You should watch it.
Yeah, it is a good film. I like that one. So that was the demo. And we got actually a couple new... Just kidding, we just have Batman.
We have the Riddler bio. Is there any way we can look at that?
No, there's unfortunately.
No.
So we're gonna go over the questions while I probably try to find the purchase screen so we can see like pricing and like they might have like a trailer there or something like that.
Yeah. As of right now, it's probably already done, but I recently bought this game, the Return to Arkham pack.
Okay.
That comes with Arkham Asylum and Arkham City for $6. $3 each for the game.
Nice.
Fantastic. Can't wait. Downloaded both.
For what?
PlayStation 4.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's probably also pretty cheap on Steam, which I'm not sure what's the preferred way to play this. I mean, with a controller,
this
hands
one
down.
has like, yeah, but I'm pretty sure the Steam ports for these games were bad when they came out.
Yeah, so I'm not sure because they've remastered this game already in the Return to Arkham pack. Okay. So, which came out on all systems. So I'm not sure if they fixed all those issues. I know Arkham Knight is the one that's like notoriously bad for having a PC port.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're thinking of picking up this game on PlayStation 4, you should give it a shot. Or, I mean, Xbox One if you're like Xbox.
That's true.
It's not that I don't like Xbox. It's just that everything comes out cross-platform. So you can, like, if you have a gaming PC, there's kind of no reason to play on Xbox. Because PlayStation has, like, a lot of exclusives.
Yeah. Because Xbox has definitely less, if not no.
They have not. They have, I think Rare Replay is, like, one of the last few exclusives they have.
Yeah.
That you legitimately, now that Master Chief Collection is on.
So this is $20 to buy new on the Xbox 360. I don't know who's in that market, but there it is. And we can look at the gallery. I'm going to go backwards.
It's just that one. Okay, I thought it was just that one.
No, there's a lot of pictures. I'll quickly go through them just to make sure they're all loaded, and then I'll let them like auto go through.
Yeah.
So we have our 3 questions. We ask every demo reel. These questions are for ourselves as well as you guys. Always, every time. The whole point of this series is to promote discussion in video games. That's the reason why we just play quick experiences, trying to show off what the developers wanted you to see about their game. It's the idea. That's the reason we do the demos and not just like play a little bit of the game. Because playing a little bit of the game, you're not necessarily seeing what like this is supposed to be like a showcase of the game according to the developers.
Yeah.
So like this was not the beginning of this game, for example. It skipped to like a little bit in so that way you got to see more of the game.
Yeah.
So question number 1 is always, how is this as a standalone experience? I could tell you for myself, I've played this so many times. I love it. It's a little short is my one complaint. 15 minutes is like a really, really short demo, and it does not allow you to do very much in the game. You kind of get an idea for how the game's going to work, but I think giving you a little bit more time and having a little bit more like a very, very confined open world would give you a better idea of what the game's like. But this as a standalone experience is a ton of fun for a free 15 minutes. And you can play it over and over again. You can do the fights and get better at it. There's a couple fights you can do. You can even, if you want to, you don't have to do that mission. After you finish the Harvey Dent thing, it's completely free roam. You can run around. And I've done that a lot. That's like...
Yeah, run around and just get to look around.
Yeah, part of the reason why I've played this demo so many times is there's a lot of ways you can go with it. But nothing you can do except for the next main mission. You can just like run around and hit people and see what the world looks like. So what do you think of this as a standalone experience?
The standalone experience is fantastic. Again, this is 15 minutes, but it's not the first 15 minutes because there's some story beats that would like otherwise slow it down to show cutscenes.
Yeah.
This is more of a deep dive into just gameplay, as you said, which is fantastic because this game in itself I feel like the only reason it isn't just raw like play around is so you can see like, oh yeah, the voice acting is really good, the personality portrayed by the voice actors and the character models is really good and like legitimate to Batman itself. So when you look at this, it's like, oh yeah, no, like this is pretty much a pretty good slice of what expect this, but for like a long period of time and like better and better.
Yeah, the
like
voice
more.
acting in this game is incredible and the model work is incredible. I think they got even Mark Hamill, I think, does the Joker in this game.
Yeah, and everything feels like Batman, right? Like, everything you watched was very Batman. Like,
yes. And it's like comic, like spiritually comic accurate Batman versus like the Dark Knight movies, which are like not, they're like their own thing that are like good on their own, but they're not like.
Because this is a game and it's not a movie, you don't have to make it, you know, human. Like this is more comic booky.
Yeah, this is very comic booky and a lot of stuff is like actually true from the comics and stuff like that. And it's really great.
Yeah.
I love that about this game. But the next question then is how well does this sell the game? And like I said, kind of in my previous answer, I think giving you a little bit more of an incentive to try the open world would sell the game a little bit better because the way that this game shows itself off, it makes it look like it's linear, even though it's totally open world. And you can do that. If you play the demo again, you can be like, oh wait, this is open world. But I feel like they didn't convey that super well through this demo. And that's like the one thing in this demo that I would see selling the game better. But this definitely convinced me that these games are good and I want to get it.
Yeah, this game is very open. Like there's like random crimes that will happen that you can just like go and stop and whatnot. Like just random, like just a fun explorer. There's all these like landmarks that are famous. I don't know if you like watch through the pictures. Like Sionis Industries is like, Roman Sionis, Black Mask.
Okay.
Yeah. So, going through these, I mean, of course you've seen some of these story beats, but like they're like other locations like Joker's Funhouse or whatever. They're like iconic locations throughout like the Batman lore and they're everywhere. So it's like, oh yeah, if you explore this place, it's like much better. The actual game is much better than this, but this was still fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is a good, like, I think as far as selling the game goes, this is pretty good. You get 2 kind of missions, or maybe it's 1 mission, kind of unclear. But yeah, having you do like 1 like glider trial or something like that might have been a better way of selling. But otherwise, I mean, I think this sells the game pretty hard as it is. Although I've never bought any of the Arkham games, but still, like
I have all of them.
Yeah, I think this is a good selling point. So then the last question is, if you've played the entire game, which Adam has,
yep.
How well does this represent the final game?
I mean, it is pretty good. I mean, as far as like, yeah, I feel like all these questions for this game in particular are pretty like synonymous with each other.
Right. Well, so another one that this doesn't show off is upgrades. You can upgrade your character in this game.
Yeah, you can upgrade your little wheel of all of your items that he popped up with the D-pad. There's like, it's like full.
Yeah.
It's like supposed to be completely full. This only has a couple.
Yeah, this demo had 0 tutorial. So like, I feel like a lot of stuff you wouldn't figure out unless you like decided to look at the controls.
Yeah, you can like grappling things, of course, as he showed. You can throw all kinds of batarangs. There's like certain puzzles that revolve around remote control batarangs. You can set up all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stealth takedowns.
Yeah.
You use augmented detective vision or whatever they call it to like sneak around. You can go through floor events to sneak up on people. You can go
that was another thing that's game. That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of things this
there's
demo
a lot
just
of things
didn't
misses,
show off.
but like this is still showing off a lot. Like he took down a guy by ripping him through a wall. Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that I'm glad that they included the sequence where they taught you stealth takedowns.
Yeah,
because that definitely showed off like that is a large portion of this game.
This game is also, you're Batman and like you glide around. So this game also has a lot of horizontal fighting, like for like large groups, but it also has like verticality, where like they'll be like, oh yeah, there's a machine gun guy up there and he's shooting at me, so I can like throw a batarang at like a power box. The power will go out, and then I could like zip line all the way up there and like take him down from up. Which, you know, it's very Batman. You get to experience a lot of Batman. There is also boss fights in this game, with like major.
Yeah, this didn't show off.
Yeah, it didn't show off any boss fights. It almost looked like it was going to, but it didn't.
Right.
Like at all.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting, like, this is the simplest form of this game, but you do get to see like you get to see the basics of this game, but this game's a lot more that it doesn't. It's
better. Like if you go back to that scene real quick, or that slide,
this one.
So yeah, as you can see, the guys have like all kinds of stuff. The one that has a fire extinguisher, you can hit that with a batarang and it'll puff into a cloud and they won't be able to see through it. Like it'll stun them. The guy that has the shield, you have to use a counter and run up on top of the shield and slam him down.
Yeah.
Or he can't be defeated. Like they have character variation within enemies. There's like a lot different.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between this and the main game, but this isn't inherently bad because of it. It just gets better.
And then I guess one other thing is if this game looks super interesting, but you're not necessarily a Batman fan, you might want to look at Shadow of Mordor, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, because it's kind of the same attack style and does all this stuff, but it's like later than the Arkham games, and so it builds off of it, going kind of a different direction than. There's also the Arkham City, which builds off of this, but it becomes a little like
This is Arkham City.
Arkham
Knight.
Arkham
Yes.
Knight builds on this further, but it comes like super loose, where like hitting the attack button will like fly you across the stage to hit someone.
It's
So-
different. I mean,
Yeah, if you're looking for like this, like specifically Arkham City is like this style of combat is improved on in, I think, in the Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, whereas they kind of go a different direction with it when they go Arkham Knight. So,
and if you just like comic book games and you like were really impressed with Spider-Man PS4, as I get, oh yeah, this feels like charmingly Spider-Man. This one is
go
like,
check that out on the channel, by the way, if you're interested in that.
The whole playthrough is there.
And we also have a platinum video done by Adam.
Yes, although it's very short, and I should probably do like a refresh now that we've like both completed it.
Right, because Adam was avoiding spoilers for that
Yeah,
video.
in fact, all three. I mean, if you count Harley as like the Shadow third member, we've all three platinum that game. So it's like we can all talk about it.
I didn't know that.
And whatnot. Yeah, we've done that a couple times actually. Infamous Second Son as well.
Oh dang.
And he didn't platinum Jedi Fallen Order. We all did. The rest of us did too.
Not too
But
bad.
yeah, anyways, it's like if you feel that Spider-Man is like a breath of fresh air of Spider-Man, where it's like, oh yeah, this is refreshingly comic book accurate. Like this is the same thing, but with like Dark Batman style.
Yes.
It's like it's still
Definitely.
It's gonna have that same, oh, this is exactly comic booky feel. If you're a comic book guy and you haven't for some reason played this, like you got into comic book late, or like you're not that old.
Yeah.
Like if you're like 12 and like when this game came out, you were like 6, so you couldn't have possibly played it or whatever.
If you want to play a Batman, this is the one
This
to play.
is the game.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can play Knight. I played all 4 of them.
There's definitely cool stuff in Knight that they added, like the fact that the speed grapple does not take ridiculous amounts of effort to get.
Yeah, but even so, like that game is...
And you get the Batmobile.
This game feels like they respected the Batman name, and then the next game, Knight feels like they're like, okay, well, we told the story we wanted to tell, so I guess we'll tell this one. It kind of definitely feels like we can make money off of this one more time esque game. Whereas this one feels like a legitimate like, okay, no, we're going to pay, like, this is a Batman game.
Right.
Like 100%, we're going to make this our like magnum opus.
Right. It was like Asylum went well. And so like, okay, well then we're going to make, we're going to do it for real next time.
Which is honestly what
and
happens.
This one went even better. And they're like, cash grab.
Yeah.
Cash grab twice.
That's basically how trilogies work. I think I heard it best from like the Uncharted guys, where the one was basically the prototype.
Okay.
2 rectifies every single problem they have with the first one and is usually what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
But didn't have at the time of the collection. And 3 is basically like the leftovers. Like I think Uncharted 3, Naughty Dog, they specifically said we wanted to see what we could push in the physics engine.
Oh, interesting.
Not specifically that they wanted to tell a story, but they were like, because I mean, there's like really crazy physics scene in Uncharted 3 that were really hard to pull off on the PS3 360 era.
Oh, okay.
That they pulled off, but not because they wanted to like tell an extra story, because they wanted to do it. In fact, Uncharted 4 even goes a step farther, where it feels like they really didn't really care for telling the story. They're like, yeah, we need an Uncharted on the 4, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
okay, interesting.
But yeah, Arkham Knight definitely feels like, yeah, Arkham City was fantastic. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Origins as like, what if we just made Arkham City longer?
Yeah, I believe Arkham or while they were working on Knight, Arkham Origins was paid for by like Warner Brothers Studios or whatever.
Yeah. Which like Origins isn't like terrible. It just has like no heart, and
it's not the same. It's not. It doesn't have. This game has like love and attention to detail, and you could tell when they did this, they like really were fans of Batman and wanted to make sure they read through comic books, like checked everything to make sure this wouldn't upset.
You remember Arkham Knight? For anyone who doesn't know, one of the biggest advertisements for the game is that it was going to have an all original Batman character, which was
the villain, the Arkham Knight.
Yes, the Arkham Knight. All originals, never been seen before.
He's never like any character you've ever seen before. He might be red and black, and he might have a tragic backstory, but it's an all original character.
It's literally just the Red Hood.
It's literally just the Red Hood. Like no, you don't understand. It's literally
so hard. Just the Red Hood.
It is just.
They just gave him a different name and a different look, and it's like, no, but I was excited for like an all new Batman.
There's actually Arkham Knight does this really interesting thing where spoilers, not spoilers, Batman is juggling psychosis inflicted by the Joker venom.
Yeah.
From this game. So he kind of sees the Joker.
Apparently that's a really big spoiler for some people though. I actually I told someone about that once and they were like, I didn't know. And I was like, oh, I mean, okay. I thought I didn't realize that was a big spoiler.
Yeah. I said spoilers, but also that game isn't new. So
that's
it's
true.
like, I'm not.
But no, I told someone about it and like, I didn't feel new when I said it, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know if you want to put something on screen like counting down spoiler or whatever. But
real spoiler time though.
real
actually,
spoiler
guys.
time hashtag. Basically, Batman's juggling with some basically schizophrenia, where he sees the Joker when he's not there.
Which that is the one thing about Knight that I do
is
like.
by far. Yeah, the Knight isn't a bad game, but that concept, if they ran with entirely that concept and got rid of the Arkham Knight entirely and focused on that, that would have been a much better game, and they missed a huge opportunity.
Honestly, Joker I like better in Knight than I like him in this game.
Joker is better because he's not
so good in
he's
Knight.
not there. He's not real.
I know. It's so good.
So it's like he's there, like when Batman's like trapped in like a room full of like explosives, and Joker's just like, well, you really got us into something now, Batsy. It's like it's a way better.
Could you imagine like a Batman Joker buddy cop game? That's what Arkham Knight.
That's what Arkham Knight is, or
at
what
its
it
best,
or what
at
it
its
should
best.
be. Yeah. They added a lot of Batmobile, and the Arkham Knight storyline isn't very good because it's like, oh, this whiny kid's mad at me, but he won't tell me why.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, you find out it's just the Red Hood.
Yeah,
which
it's
the Red Hood
literally
was
just the
better.
Red Hood.
The Red Hood storyline, if you haven't seen it, it's better.
The Red Hood movie is much better than
read the comics or watch
Arkham
the
Knight.
movie. I'd recommend watching the movie because it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But basically,
we don't have to get into spoilers of that. The point is, if you know what it is, you know what it is.
well, I was going to say that the Red Hood, it's not about, because the Arkham Knight feels very, and then you find out why he's like so squirmish, where it's like the Red Hood is like, Batman, you don't kill, and that's why Gotham is still so bad. He's like, I'm going to show you what killing while still having the same justice will change. And that's like the whole point. Like you have like legitimate from start to end from when you meet the Red Hood, you know what he's all about. But Arkham Knight is like, he's legitimately like a squeamish, like, but
who could
Batman?
I be? Yeah, you ruined me, Batman. Don't you remember at Arkham? Remember?
Well, can I see your face? No, I'm an all original character.
I'm all original. No one will know who I am. No one could possibly guess immediately as soon as I show up on screen.
Yeah, so it's
like, wait a second, I know who that is.
No, you don't.
That was
No,
bad.
you don't.
Yeah, no, I think we all know who that is.
If you know anything about expanded Batman lore and you somehow don't know about the Arkham Knight situation, then it'll be, I guess, a
funny.
surprise for you.
Yeah. But anyway, we do recommend these games. That's the point. Don't want to drag this video out too long. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the game. If you know anything about this game or don't, you can download this demo for free, obviously, like all the demos we play, and you can answer the questions for yourself down in the comments below, and we can have a discussion about how this game is good or bad, or however you feel about it.
Your experiences with it if you've already played.
Yeah. If you really like this game because you've played through it, or you really don't like this game because you tried it out and you're like, the combat is bad, or whatever's bad. I don't even know what people wouldn't like about this game. But if you don't like something, let us know. We're very interested in that sort of stuff.
Not enough sexy Catwoman scenes.
Yeah. So,
I don't like how they portrayed Catwoman and Harley Quinn as not having a lesbian relationship.
That is true. Every man and woman in this game is like really, really like aggressively like main culture, like pretty or whatever.
Yeah, like all the men are really buff and all the women are really shapy and smooth.
Yeah, like
look at that.
Like even Two-Face. Like I might.
Yeah, like look at his handsome side. Like it's
like even his not handsome side, I might.
like that's still a pretty big bicep for being like.
Yeah, even the villains are like.
Look at they're all
just give that guy a shower.
Muscular, yeah.
Maybe.
Take off his makeup.
Maybe
and
don't give him a shower if you're into that kind of thing. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you gave that guy like a nice like you cleaned him up and you
what
put
is she wearing?
Yeah, look at that. You can see like a little bit of thong maybe down there.
Something's going on.
It's like big old belt buckle, but like corset.
Yeah. They're aggressive. So if you feel like this game over-sexualized women, don't worry. It also over-sexualized men.
Yeah, I actually heard that fantastic argument.
Except for like Joker himself.
Yeah, Joker's ugly.
Joker himself is like a little ugly, but otherwise.
But I heard this really funny thing where like they were like, oh, all games I'll ever want to do is sexualize female characters. And it shows like Link in just his like his boxers and like Breath of the Wild Mario with his exposed nipples. And
I thought you were talking about like
Odyssey.
If you look at the art book for like original Zelda, where he's like not wearing pants.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my, this little boy is wandering around the big bad world without any pants on.
He just has a belt and a little skirt on. Huh?
This is real. This is real Nintendo.
Yeah, no, I don't know why people, it sexualizes both characters. Like, I don't know. The whole like, oh, they're sexualizing women debate. I was like, well, I wish I was a giant 6'2", really muscular man with a perfectly shaven 5 o'clock shadow.
If we're comparing the like sexuality of like,
look at that,
Mario versus Pauline. I don't know if anyone's like getting down with Odyssey Mario as much as they are.
I've always liked midgets.
Yeah,
like it's
Odyssey Pauline.
Yeah, they used to date.
But all the humans in that game all have like perfect bodies. Like there's not like But yeah, anyway.
Isn't that weird?
It's not important.
Isn't that weird that I mean, like, that's
this should not be the debate for a demo reel. This is actually a mini podcast debate. We should not get too deep into this.
You guys have a fantastic day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun jazz. As you've been fantastic. Thanks for watching this far.
We love you, boys.
We love you, boys. Go down to the corner store and get your mother some more cigarettes.
Wow.
What?
Zoink out.
And say hi to Marty for me.
Who's Marty?
He's the fat butcher that always has blood on his, like...
What? The corner store is a butchery that sells cigarettes? No, that's it. That's the end of the episode. No, you don't get to explain that one.
And tell Marty I said hi.
That doesn't make any sense.